Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Yamaha lovers. We're doing the real work today. We've got quite a bit done on the frame, but I'm waiting for some parts for that. So we're working on the blue bits for this AT3. And the biggest blue bit is this gas tank. As you can see down here, hopefully. And the hard work begins, because now I've got the paint stripped off for most of it. There's some previous repairs over here, so I suspect I'll just leave most of that and put another coat over the top of it. There's a couple little dents here. Here's one, and here's one here that I haven't got the old Bondo out of, and some that I didn't get the paint off of here. But I'll sand it all down by hand and hopefully get it in good shape, nice and smooth, and then put some primer on it and put it aside until I get the other bits done. So the headlight ears, and the oil tank still need to be done. They'll have to be stripped. And I'm thinking maybe I'll take the one of them, the headlight possibly, down to the local paint supplier and get him to make me up some paint that will match, if I can find one. They got a big catalog down there. I can go through it all and match it up. There's spots on the headlight that look like they're still original. So it's rub till we get this thing all smooth. And I won't bore you with any more of it. Okay, well, I completely stripped that tank and put some new Bondo on it and sanded it down roughly. Got a couple of small things that I touched up down here, and I'm going to let that dry overnight before I try and sand it off, because I use this glazing and spot putty, and that takes a long time to dry. So I also sanded and painted the front fender. Which I missed a spot, I see. Right about there. But that's just primer. And I'll give it a couple more coats of primer before I'm finished anyway. I still got the rear fender to do. And then I got more blue pieces. I got the headlight ears, the oil tank, and the headlight bucket itself. I should get in the habit of putting things away when I'm done with them. Oh, there's the headlight bucket. What in the world? Huh? Look at there. It likes my DeWalt, I guess. Alright, so that's not in too bad a shape. It's got a little rust on it. I may just throw it in the Evapor Rust overnight and see what happens to it. And that's all for today. I got lots of things on order. I got new handlebars coming. I just got a new sprocket, rear sprocket, because this one on here is not worth a darn. I ordered spokes for both the front and rear wheels, and bearings for and oil seals for the rear wheel. Front seems to be okay. So I made myself a little stand so I can get the bike up off the lift table thingy over here that I use, so I could get under it and do things, and it's pretty solid. And my first hobby was woodworking, so that doesn't look like I was very good at it, though, does it? Oh well. Good night. I'm going to bed. Well, the gas tank has its first coat of primer. I'll put a couple more on and then wet sand it down, try and get it smooth. I think I got most of the dents covered. Just got my brand new shiny chrome handlebars in the mail today. So that's another piece to the puzzle. I gotta go through, I'm gonna order new bolts for these. Probably just go with stainless steel. All of these here, and I think that's about it. But it's coming along. I started work on the wiring harness. Got that kind of in place. I need to get some cable ties, put it up there, put the starter solenoid in, and I cleaned this up a little bit. This is the voltage regulator. Goes in there something like that. And we're making progress. Okay, well, we got the second coat of primer on the tank. We got the first coat of primer on the rear fender. And I haven't put another second coat on the front fender yet. I was afraid I was going to run out of paint. But it's looking pretty good. A couple of small blemishes, but I think it'll look fine once it's done. I think I showed you I got my brand new handlebars, all shiny and nice, to match my shocks, which are shiny and nice. So that's it for today. I got my new spoke kits for both wheels, and I'm gonna head over to Harbor Freight and pick up one of those wheel balancer thingies that I can use to true up the wheel once I get the new spokes in, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Never done it before. But hey, that's the way you learn. Well, the first thing, I got these aftermarket shocks, and of course the hole in the shock is a 12 millimeter, and I need a 10 millimeter. So I ordered what I thought was 4 of these, but instead each package contains a 12 to 14, 12 to, I'm not sure what they contain actually. I'm going to have to measure them. But what I do know is there's only 2 of the ones that I need. So let me try that and I'll get back with you. Short day today. I didn't do a whole lot. I did take the handlebars off because I kept running into them. So, couple more coats of primer on the Whoop. Whoop. The rear fender, the gas tank, and the front fender. So it's getting too cold to paint outside. The paint runs easier when it's cold. So I got a couple of runs in it, I think. I'll have to sand those down. This one I think was pretty good. I heated this fender up with my heat gun before I sprayed it. So I don't think it looks too bad. The taillight bracket is also ready for paint. And I'm going to take the rest of the day off. Well, it's a brand new day, fellow YouTubers. This is the old guy here. I'm working on the exhaust for this AT3 here. I just did a wire brush over it and it looks pretty good. I got the deflector out. I haven't been able to get the baffles out, and I think I'll just leave it the way it is. I guess I'll go ahead and get some VHT paint on this, and that'll be today's project. Alright, so here's what we accomplished today. I stripped down the exhaust and painted it all with 2 coats of, what do I got here? I think it's called, no, not that one. There it is. VHT Header Paint. Ceramic coating. It's supposed to be good to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, then, what else did I do? This is the inside of the rear fender. And I put some of this Rust Encapsulator Premium. And I also did that to the inside of the headlight because that was rusty in there. And the front fender's over here. The gas tank is waiting. And let's see. I cleaned this up. It shined up pretty well. And that's it for today.